Huh. Let me say it like this. I wish I didn't have to make videos like this. I wish I would make videos like how to reconnect with your earthly family after you're born again. Maybe someday I will. But for this video, guys, I want to talk about how to say your goodbyes. Look at our friend here. There's always dogs every time I sit here. Maybe that's why I picked this place. How to say your goodbyes to your earthly family after you're born again. In fact, I was so hurt by this very thing during my ascension. I said, Lord, why do you have to be so cruel? And God says, now I sent you there to learn a thing or two about human nature. But now you're saying they're your family. But that made it a little bit easier to do this. How to say your last goodbyes to your earthly family after you're born again or just before liftoff. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Alula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego. Now, how to say your goodbyes after you're born again. Actually, this is a very sensitive subject. In fact, at my second awakening, the dark night of the soul, I was faced by this very thing. Now, the life of a chosen one is really a life of continuous evolution. A life of a chosen one is a life of reaching new heights and pushing boundaries. And as a person of God that is always progressing, guys, there's gonna be people that you're gonna have to leave behind you. I wish it didn't have to be like this, but sadly, that is how things go. In fact, guys, when you begin to walk in your truth, you're gonna look around you and you'll not find anybody familiar. Now, there's only one thing to do. There's only one thing to do. And that is, guys, you're gonna have to leave them behind. If they're not catching up with you. Now, there are two things that would happen. You either have to come down and meet them where they are, or they're gonna have to rise. Now, since you're an ego, since you're made for the skies, guys, just before you lift off, enter your destiny, you're gonna have to say goodbyes. Now, in order for you to do this, guys, you would have to go through your healing first, meaning that there cannot be internal emotion that ties you to that person or to that situation. You know what I'm saying? Basically, first of all, you're gonna have to do your healing. Now, this healing involves forgiveness, but this forgiveness, guys, is something that you're gonna have to do for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now, when the time comes, guys, you're gonna have to say goodbye. Actually, when I was going through this, it took me a whole 2 years, guys, to do this, actually, if I can be honest. Yeah, the first year, I could not even entertain the idea in my mind. I mean, how could I? These are the people that I've known all my life. These are the people, guys, that I've taken to be my tribe. But now God is saying, I'm gonna have to leave them behind. How do I do this? I'm gonna have to really learn the art of releasing, which is one of the most painful things I should add. Now let's get down to the points. Now, how do you say goodbye? First, the first people that you're gonna have to say goodbye to, guys, is the people that are like, these people are usually in your family. These people that you found out that they didn't have good intention for you all along. But most importantly, these people, you don't have a very strong emotional tie with them. Now, the best way to do this, guys, is just to remove yourself without explanation, without saying anything. Just make a decision within yourself and say, this is the last time I'm going to be spending time with you. Come to think about it, there was this lady that I've known in the past, we used to fool around, meet up here and there, whenever we used to meet up, but she was a good friend also, but whenever we used to meet up, she spoke negatively, particularly about Indian people, like she was racist and stuff like that. One night, after we got to do what we were doing, she turns around and says to me, I don't even feel like you're a black guy sometimes, she says. And I thought within myself, I should have seen this coming by the way she was talking about other people. I said, this is the last time I'm seeing you. But she didn't know that though. You know what I'm saying? People that you have in your life that, are vibrating in the lowest energy. Like people like your cousins, your distant family, people like that, guys. Just cut them off, get them out of your life without any explanation. Now, moving on to the second point. This is for the devil's chosen. How do you get the devil's chosen out of your life? My preferred method, guys, you say your last goodbyes with anger, preferably in a place that has many people or a family gathering. Now, this person that you do this to, guys, is usually a person who is stubborn, who has done so many bad things to you, and the person who is not apologetic. Actually, this is for a person who did something wrong to you and even turn around and blame you. Now, you can only do this, like I said, guys, after you cut your soul tie. You can only do this, guys, after you go through your healing. You come out in a place, like, for example, like a family gathering, and then you explode. And then there, you speak your truth. Now, let me tell you something. This is so free. This is fairly how you make that person feel, the things they did to you. This is, guys, how you make particularly other members of your family see you and feel you and understand you. This is, guys, how you get your closure. This is how you do your part and say, now, God, I want you to do this revenge for me. You know what I'm saying? This is how you make him feel the things they did to you. Yeah. All right, moving on to the next point. How do you get the people, that you're no longer vibing with on the same level? Get them out of your life. Now, this last one, guys, is for the people you are really growing apart. Now, these people may not necessarily be bad people, even though they might not be perfect, but they have good hearts. You know what I'm saying? So for these people, guys, I would say these people deserve a talk. These people deserve some kind of meeting from you, really, so that you can have your last talk and clear things up so that you can move on, really. And just make them feel like, or let them know, that there is no bad blood or bad feeling between you two. It's just that time you had together was wonderful. We did all those things from the time we knew each other. Now, that season of our lives is done, my friend. I'm going to have to say I love you and also release you with love. Yeah, all right. Take care. Bye-bye. See you.